Hey guys, so in this video, and I want to start a new series, which is going to be Cast Iron Wednesdays, and it's going to be vintage pieces. What we're going to be doing with this is, as you can see, these are bare metal. I had them in a lye tank, just sitting there for months, and I had honestly kind of forgotten about them until my brother said, "Hey, what are you going to be doing with that bucket?" And I said, "Oh shoot, I have my skillets in there." So we are going to restore these from bare metal using vinegar, baking soda to neutralize, and oil to prevent flash rusting. And we're going to be doing this right now. Alright guys, so first thing I want to show you guys is the oil I'll be using to make sure that I don't get any flash rusting, and that is from Lodge Seasoning Spray. All you want to do is before you dry it, just spray it on just to make sure that there is no flash rusting. The other thing is you make sure you scrub these down really well with 50-50 water and vinegar, along with some dish soap. And to top it off, you want to also use some baking soda to neutralize all the chemicals that you just mixed together in your skillets. Make sure you give it a thorough wash and rinse. And like I mentioned, in the end, before you dry, give it a little bit of oil so that way there is no flash rusting. And as you can see here, I'm wiping this down, and it's developing a nice shimmer, and that's from the oil, and it prevented any flash rusting. The other thing I wanted to point out was that it looks like somebody sanded this down, or at least tried to restore this piece, but did it just in a different way. Hopefully I don't have any issues, but if I do, hopefully eventually I feel like my seasoning will build up and cover every imperfection that there might be on this skillet. Moving on is, once you have all those things dry and cleaned, then you got to warm them up, heat them up, and I like to use my outdoor grill to prevent any of that smoke or anything that might be still left on the skillet. You don't want any of those chemicals inside your house, so I do recommend that you use an outdoor grill. So I'm going to be using Buzzy Wax seasoning for these skillets. They are bare. And I like using Buzzy Wax because it will develop a great base layer, and you can definitely build and be confident to build seasoning on top of it. And what I want to do is actually season this 3 times with the Buzzy Wax, and then perhaps I'll switch to another one, which might just be a simple canola oil or maybe grapeseed. I'll see what I want to use and what I have available. I haven't checked to see what oils I have, but I do like using those. As always, I do recommend that you give it a good wipe down after you apply your oil. Make sure that you get pretty much all of the excess oil off. You don't want any of that stuff to pool, especially in the beginning, because that will determine how even your seasoning is moving forward. The other thing that I wanted to mention was just these pieces that I got. Some of them were yard sale finds. The other one was the Lodge with the duck logo, or the duck scene. That one was actually from eBay, and I got that one for $10, and it was in really bad shape. I didn't know whether it was going to be flat or any good or anything like that, but I do like how flat it is, because I did test it after I washed it, and it sits very, very flat. The other thing is that it looks great. It looks like it's in great condition, no issues with the inside or the outside. So I'm very happy with that. And those are the things about restoring cast iron pieces, is that you don't really know until you have a fully cleaned piece. Sometimes you don't see the imperfections until everything is off. Alright guys, so one of the things that I like a lot about doing this outside is that you prevent all that smoke and horrible smells of the oils, because to be honest, they do smell really bad, and I prefer it being outside where I don't breathe it in. Another thing is that if you have asthma or any kind of breathing issues, that might kind of be harmful to your health. So like I said, I prefer doing this outside. And as you can see here, they are dark. They have darkened up a good amount with the Buzzy Wax. And I'm going to be moving forward, because I've already seasoned them 3 times with Buzzy Wax. Now I'm going to be using just pure canola oil from Lodge. It gives you nutritional facts. So one of the things that I like about the Lodge seasoning is the fact that it's safe to even consume. Even if you were to use it as a cooking spray, you can use it. That's why they have a nutritional facts on the back of it. There's no harmful additives or aerosols in these cans, which if you do see, you know, some of that baking stuff, some of that spray on, you know, like cooking oil sprays, they do have other additives that are actually harmful. So those are one of the things that I like about the Lodge seasoning spray, is just pressurized oil. And I'm going to give this at least one round and see how it develops, you know, the seasoning. All right, guys, so this is the following day. And as you can see, they did get a little darker, not too much. But one thing that I did notice right away was actually the glossy finish that I was talking about. As you can see here, very glossy, and that's the finish that I like. The matte finish is also great, but for me, personal preference, I prefer the glossy finish. You know, and Buzzy Wax does a great job with their product. There's so many, you know, companies out there. So, you know, and you can use normal vegetable oil. You can use Crisco, whatever you like. Whatever oil you guys prefer, use that. But as always, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.